My name is Mira. I've been decluttering my messy, cluttered house for almost a month. I've peeled away the clutter from my doorway, entryway, and part of my living room. I am so grateful for all of the encouraging comments I've received. Thank you so much, and thank you for subscribing. I've got momentum now, and that keeps me going, but I have to admit, the previous work left me a little overwhelmed. Deciding what to keep and what to toss or donate is no easy task, especially when I'm not used to making these kinds of decisions. So this time I decided to focus on a smaller space. This way I can keep progressing, but give myself a little break before attacking another large area. This is the area on one side of my TV. As you can see, there is a bunch of miscellaneous stuff here. Piles like this are how I have coped with clutter in the past. This technique doesn't address the clutter, it just moves it out of the way. Today I'm going to deal with the mess. So join me as I peel away the clutter. Here I've got a stack of my Hunt a Killer kit. This is a monthly kit that I used to belong to, and I thought it was going to be like a monthly solve a mystery type of kit, but instead it's more like 5 or 6 of those boxes are about one particular mystery, and it's a bit more labor intensive than I enjoyed or wanted. So I eventually unsubscribed, but then set the boxes aside. They've taken up enough room in my home and life, so I'm going to let those go. Next, I came across a bunch of dance aerobic videos, and I haven't used these in years, but let's be honest, I haven't had floor space to use them in years. So what I decided to do with those is I went through them, kept my favorites, and then I let the rest go as well. DVDs and books are a struggle for me to go through and let things go, but I am trying. And I do let go of a few, and I also know that I'm going to let go of even more down the road as I go through and figure out how I'm going to store things. Once I get things cleaned up, I do want to determine how much space I'm going to have for DVDs, and then I'll do additional decluttering based on that information. But I did want to do an initial go through, see what initially I feel like I can let go of and what needs to go. This is an adorable dog toy that my boys never really liked. It's a little trash can, and there are little raccoons that go in there, and so the theory is that they can pull the raccoons out of the little trash can. But they have other toys that are similar that they like better, so I'm going to go ahead and let that go, which is pretty big for me because dog items are another category that can be hard for me to sort. I'm hoping that at least one of the other raccoons will turn up as I do the rest of the living room, because I would like to make sure that there are at least 2 that can come out of the trash can. Originally it included 3. Now, these balls, they were kind of hard to let go because my oldest dog You haven't really seen him in these videos, but he is my senior citizen. He's my little old man and he's adorable, but he sleeps a lot and does not fetch like he used to. I decided to go ahead and let those orange balls go. They need to go to another dog that will enjoy them. The blue balls, though, are my Cupid's favorite, so I'm going to keep those at least for now. They're just going to go in the little cubby that is right by the front door. Oh, now we're at candles. There were two bins at the bottom of the pile of stuff, and in those bins were candles. I have so many candles. It's time to let go of as many as I can. Here's the thing about them. I used to sell candles. That was probably 15 years ago, but I still have a lot. There are two bins here, as I mentioned. There are also more boxes buried somewhere in the laundry room. I'm just slowly going through, smelling them and letting them go if I don't absolutely love this scent. And I mean, I need to love it. Like, I can't just like it, I've got to love it. But look, I found some more of my favorite candle, which is Vanilla Jasmine by Northern Lights. These are little votives. I'm very excited about these. I love little discoveries like this. They keep me motivated when I start to get tired because I think, oh, maybe I'll find something else great like this. And how nice is it going to be to have them readily available where I can actually burn and smell them rather than buried in a bin somewhere at the bottom of a pile. Here's where I found a little eyeglasses lens wipe and thought, you know what? Instead of finding a place to put it, I'm going to go ahead and use it right now. Here's where all of the matches were hiding. I don't need to buy any matches for those candles for quite a while. This is a basket of flowers I got for a birthday several years ago. Yep, several years ago. And I just never got around to getting rid of it. So I finally did. Next, I found a box of air filters, and they were nearby my air purifier, which I have definitely needed, but that needed a new filter. I realized that this is something that I have frequently done. I will get an item that needs to coordinate with something else, and instead of actually putting the two pieces together and doing what needs to be done, I'll put the new box next to the item or nearby, and then they just sit. Recognizing the pattern is the first step to changing it, right? That's what I intend to do. And the good news is, after I put in the new air filter, I end up taking the second air filter and I put it in the hallway closet. So that's at least a step up. In all of the cleaning I've done so far, I've found 3 dustpans. I really don't need 3. Now it's time for one of my favorite parts of the video, the before and after. Here is this area before. You can see it's got piles on both sides and on top and a bit of clutter on both sides as well. And here is the after. It's still got a big mess of cords, but that's for future me to worry about. Now let's see what we've got here in the end. I've got 3 partial bags of trash. I don't know how it ended up being partial bags instead of full, but anyway. I've got 1 bag of recycling. Here's a pile of donation. And then these little decorations that are on the right, as well as the box of Hunt a Killer. I do want to try and sell. I'm only going to give those a month, and if they don't sell within a month, I will donate whatever's left. I don't have time or energy to hang on to a bunch of stuff in hopes of selling it, so it's going to go within a month. Baskets, this stuff is going to different areas of the house. And now may I introduce you to my next project, which is Clutter Mountain. This is the other side of the living room. Am I intimidated by this? Yes. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it just the way I've done all the others.